but because I'm African, I was born on the continent of Africa, and I don't have any like parents and heritage that is born here on this continent, I'm not allowed to celebrate Black History Month.
Black History Month in America is exclusively to celebrate the achievements, history, struggle, survival, and culture of Black Americans.
When you hear Black history, we're not talking about anyone from Africa. We're not talking about anyone from the Caribbean islands. We are talking about foundational Black Americans. That's our history you about to learn and be reminded of. This is the 100th year anniversary of Black History Month. And I hear a lot of divisive language on this app, and I've talked about a lot of different topics on my page. One thing I want to know, and I want to hear from you guys because you love to talk about it so much, is who is Black History Month honoring? It's not honoring no one from the Caribbean islands or Africa or Great Britain. It's us.
Hi guys, my name is Glory and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching today's video. In today's video, we are going to talk about something that is causing a lot of conversation online. I saw a video where some Africans got upset because Black Americans said Happy Black History Month is specifically for Black Americans. Now, I know this might stir some emotions, so let's break it down and let's keep it real.
Should Africans celebrate Black History Month? Absolutely yes.
Black History Month in America is exclusively to celebrate the achievements, history, struggle, survival, and culture of Black Americans, those descendants of formerly enslaved Black people in this country. And I'm not sure why that's confused, because this is a part of American history, which is exclusive to the country of America. I'm seeing a lot of sentiments online of people being confused as to what Black History Month is, and people thinking they have ownership of it, or it just means celebrating all Black people around the world. And that's not the truth, guys. During this Black History Month, I will remind you daily that it's imperative that you understand the history of the country you live in, especially as it pertains to Black people. Black History Month is an annual observance in America to celebrate the struggle, history, survival, and achievements of Black Americans or African Americans. It is an exclusive holiday for this group that started nationally in the country of our origin, which is America. It was established in 1926 by Carter G. Woodson as Negro History Week. Carter G. Woodson is known as the father of Black history in America. The point of Black History Month is to highlight and educate the larger population and ourselves on the often forgotten achievements of Black people, the forgotten history of Black people, our culture that has been erased from mainstream history, and the narratives that this country teaches. I've seen a slew of scary comments on several posts about this from Africans claiming that Black just means all Black people and that it's not exclusive to America. Newsflash, in America, Black is our ethnicity, Black is our culture, and Black is our race.
Well, you can celebrate Black History Month. You just need to realize that you're not celebrating you. Black History Month isn't about celebrating the entire Black diaspora. It is specifically to celebrate Black Americans and their contributions throughout American history. Not about African immigrants that just got here, not about your African history, Black American history. You know, like America was built on the backs of slaves. Things like Black people starting and being the face of the fight for civil rights for all minorities in this country. Our contributions to the fields of medicine, science, so on and so forth. A time for young Black Americans to learn more about their history and connect with heroes and role models that look like them. Because as it stands right now, all of the heroes we learn about in school would have lynched us for talking too much. It should also be a time to discuss the injustices that us and our ancestors had to go through the past 200 plus years in this country. A time to honor the victims of said injustices. Injustices that you weren't here for. So like, yeah, we're all Black, but not all of us have contributed to Black history in America, which is extremely important and often overlooked in this country.
I have since been informed that because I am not a Black American, well, I am a Black American, but because I'm African, I was born on the continent of Africa, and I don't have any like parents and heritage that is born here on this continent, I'm not allowed to celebrate Black History Month. It has come to my attention that Black History Month is only for African Americans who are like generationally American, not those of us who came from the motherland to America. I don't know if you guys were aware, but if I told you happy Black History Month this month, if I said anything about Black History Month to you today, I take it back. I so take it back. I was not trying to offend the diaspora warriors. I would like to go back to my quiet corner of the internet. Thank you very much.
One person, because I looked through her comment section, one person told her, you're not ethnically Black, so you don't celebrate Black History Month. One out of almost probably and over 50 million people, and now all of a sudden she's sitting up here making this video. Like, girl, shut up. Y'all want to be like the center of attention so bad. Nobody cares. If one person says something to me, if I was not getting constant comments, similar comments, if I was not seeing a multitude of videos, a bunch of videos, I wouldn't be saying half the stuff I say. If it was just one person, I would be like, No, as a collective, y'all be really popping it bad, telling us we don't have no history, saying we don't have no culture, saying everything that we've done is attributed to you because somewhere 1,000 years ago we may have some African ancestry, and it gets to a point. Now, I don't know who, like, I don't know, besides that one person she said that to her, I don't really see us saying don't celebrate Black History Month, but what I do see is like Africans saying, well, we need to celebrate Africans during Black History Month. And that is what I see, you know, some Black Americans having some pushback, like, no, we're not going to celebrate Africans in Black History Month because this is Black American History Month. We're in America. It's the same as y'all going to the HBCUs and doing African takeover days and Caribbean takeover days. It's like, why do y'all have to take over the things that we already have? Like, create your own. If you want to create an African History Month, go for it.
Now, I've seen multiple videos about those that are part of the Black diaspora who are making videos saying that they're just now coming to find out that they're not a part of Black history. And we need to have this conversation, especially in the month of Black history, because it is, in fact, Black history. First things first that we need to be able to cover is the history of Black history, to the diaspora and how they are socialized towards Black Americans, and 3, the reality of America, the stamp that Black Americans put on it. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the history of Black history. Black history was created by a Black American. Started off as Black History Week. It was then stamped by the president as a United States holiday, Black History Month. Why? Because he said, he being a white man, said that this country cannot afford to forget the oppression, the sacrifices, the bloodshed, the loss that Black Americans gave to this country in order to build it. Do not be mistaken. Black Americans built this country, not the diaspora. It's just a fact. Same way Black Americans did not build Nigeria. You see? Right, it's just a fact. But if you're offended by that fact, that's something between you and your therapist that you should definitely pay to get worked through. Okay, thing number 2, let's talk about the socialization of the diaspora towards Black Americans. Now, this is where you have to be very honest with yourself, especially if you come from the continent of Africa. You have to be honest that generations before you have taught you to not affiliate with Black Americans when you come to America. Literally. There's also a lot of Africans that have come to this country that have said that when white people would use slurs that they use on Black Americans on them, it didn't mean anything. Why? Because this system of racism is literally built to be aggressed against Black Americans. Y'all get swooped in because you're Black. It's not because you're a Black American. So there are certain aspects of the system that don't work on you because you don't realize that you're actually being attacked. because the system is built on attacking historical harms towards a people group. But if you are not a Black American, you have no historical harm that is synonymous with the historical harm of Black Americans. Therefore, it does not work on you. Now, mind you, I've already told you that this particular holiday was created in order to remember the oppressions, the harms, the successes, and the work that Black Americans, those that are the descendants of slaves, have put into the founding and the creating and shaping of this country.
Africans and Caribbeans getting upset because they're not included in Black History Month is something that I will never understand. Ultimately, Black History Month is not just about the color of your skin. Black History Month isn't about being Black globally. It's specifically about Black Americans and their history in America. That's not being disrespectful. That's not disrespect. Honestly, that's definition.
Black History Month in the United States was created to honor the struggle, history, and achievements of Black Americans. These are people whose ancestors were brought to America through slavery, who endured centuries of oppression, segregation, and systemic discrimination, and who fought tirelessly for civil rights and justice. This month is not about excluding anyone. It's about celebrating a specific history in a specific context. Black Americans have a unique story shaped by their experience in America, and Black History Month ensures that this story is remembered, honored, and passed on to future generations. It's important to recognize this because celebrating Black History Month is acknowledging the resilience, contributions, and culture of Black Americans. It's a time to reflect on what has been overcome and to educate the world about a history that has often been ignored or erased. From my perspective, it's clear why this distinction matters. While all Black people share African roots and a rich history, Black History Month focuses on the American Black experience, the struggles, triumphs, and the culture that's developed in the US. This doesn't take away African history or its importance. Rather, it highlights that every community has unique stories and achievements that deserve recognition in their own context. Honoring Black History Month is about celebrating identity, resilience, and contribution, and making sure that the specific experiences of Black Americans are never forgotten. What do you think? Do you understand why Black History Month is centered on Black Americans? I would love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and let's discuss respectfully. If you believe in celebrating history, culture, and resilience, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's keep this conversation going.